I welcome you back to the Dobrinic channel. Today we are talking about the Colorado River. We haven't done a Colorado River update in quite a while, and Lake Mead has come up with the remnants of Hurricane Hillary, and that is really good news. And there's still more rain coming to the area, and we are going right out to windy.com like we always do. And we're going to start over by St. George. This is a GFS. You're talking about 1.78 inches, and all that flows into Lake Mead, not Lake Powell. So that's really good news for Lake Mead, and it's continuing to rise, and we'll be talking about that quite a bit. Even over here in the Colorado River system, you're getting 0.79 inches. It's still going to have some runoff. 0.59, the Green River 0.54, so you go up a little bit higher. You can see up here in the Green River where it starts, which will ultimately run into the Flaming Gorge and then down to Lake Powell as well. So 0.77, so that's fantastic news. It is staying wet in the next 10 days. Now, there is something else I kind of want to touch base on a little bit. Big shout out to my buddy that always sends me information. Kyle, we appreciate your research. He turned me on to Panama. They're actually in a drought, and actually the Panama Canal is shut down. So this is off topic just a slight bit. It's still related to weather, but good news coming there as you're talking about 2.65 as they're starting to get into the rainy season. I did a little bit of research on it, but not a whole lot. And then we also have to keep in mind that there's going to be a hurricane out here. Now, I'm not an expert on hurricanes, so I can't really tell you too much, but there is a tropical depression that's forming out here, and I seen Ron DeSantis actually declared a state of emergency today prior to the storm, so we'll be watching this. It's going to hit somewhere in the Panhandle is what they're thinking. This is the GFS. The European model has it more towards Tampa, so we'll see which one ultimately wins out. Now, the GFS did have it over here in the early models, but that has pushed more this way, so we'll be waiting to see what ultimately happens. So safe. Everybody down there in Florida that may be watching this episode, please be safe. And now off to the Colorado River update next. It's Saturday night, and I don't feel like going out, but I feel like having a drink, so I'm having a bourbon. What's everybody else doing tonight? I'm drinking a little Jack and Pepsi tonight, which I rarely drink soda anymore. So this is a special occasion for me. You're getting the Dobrinic channel late tonight on a Saturday night. Who would have ever thought? And here we are. You are looking at the Flaming Gorge, and you can see that the current water level 6,330.89 feet, and that was on Saturday, August 26, 2023 at 7 p.m. The level is 16.11 feet below full pool of 6,047, and we continue to roll on, and you can see that the Flaming Gorge is down 0.02 inches in the last 24 hours. The Flaming Gorge is 0.38 feet in the last 14 days, and 365 days the lake is up 15.66 feet, which is fantastic news. And we go over to your last 3 years graph here. 6,047 is the full pool. 6,021.95 was in 2021. Last year we were at a decimal 6,015.23. If you remember, they were sending a ton of water down to Lake Powell to try to keep it afloat, and it seemed to work. And now we are at 6,030.89 feet. Inactive pool is pretty far away. It's at 5,871, and dead pool's real far away at 5,740. We got a long way to go before that ever happens. Let's hope that never happens, and we continue to roll on. As of August 26, 2023, Flaming Gorge is up 15.66 feet from 1 year ago. Flaming Gorge is up 8.94 feet from 2 years ago. Flaming Gorge is up 159.89 feet from inactive pool. Flaming Gorge is 290.89 feet away from Deadpool, and we probably will never see that anytime soon. Your outflows and your inflows are 1,438. Your outflows are 1,642, and we continue to roll on down to Lake Navajo next. And Lake Navajo's water level is currently 653.22 feet, and that was Saturday, August 26, 2023 at 7 p.m. The level is 31.78 feet below full pool of 6,085. Lake Navajo is down at 0.14 feet in the last 24 hours as the snow melt has pretty well done melted off, and very little inflows are coming in. Lake Navajo is down $1.97 feet in the last 14 days. In the last 365 days, Lake Navajo is up 28.95 feet, and we go to your 3-year slide here. Lake Navajo is full at 6,085 feet. In 2021, the level was 6,031.72 feet. 2022 last year, we were way down, 6,024.27 feet. And this year, we are way up. We are at 6,053.22 feet. Deadpool is 5,775. We are a long way from Deadpool. They do not create power at Lake Navajo that I am aware of, and we continue to roll down to Lake Navajo. As of August 26 at 12 a.m., the level was up 28.95 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Navajo is up 21.50 feet from 2 years ago. Lake Navajo is 278.22 feet from Deadpool. Lake Navajo's inflows and outflows. Your outflows are 726. Your inflows are 589. And we go out to Blue Mesa now. Blue Mesa's water level is currently 7,505.47 feet, and we continue to roll on. That was Saturday, August 26, 2023 at 7 p.m. The level is 13.93 feet below full pool of 7,519.40 feet. In the last 24 hours, Blue Mesa is down 0.18 inches in the last 24 hours. Blue Mesa is down 2.84 feet in the last 14 days, and Blue Mesa is up 48.97 feet in the last 365 days. Blue Mesa's full pool mark is 7,519. In 2021, the level was 7,452.50 feet. Last year, we were actually higher. This was the one bright spot we had going on. It was much higher than 2021, was 7,456.50 feet, and then this year we're at 7,505.47 feet, and your Deadpool level 7,358, and we continue to scoot on here. Blue Mesa is up 48.97 feet from 1 year ago. Blue Mesa is up 52.97 feet from 2 years ago, and Blue Mesa is 147.47 feet from Deadpool, so that's all positive news. We go to your inflows and your outflows next. Your inflows are currently 935, and your outflows are 16,092, so releasing a ton of water right now in comparison to what's coming in, so that's why the lake drops, but it always drops this time of year because it is summertime, and most of the snow, if not all of it, has melted, so we are there and down to Lake Powell next. Lake Powell's water level is 3,575.63 feet, and this was Saturday, August 26, 2023 at 7 p.m. The level is 124.37 feet below full pool of 3,700, and this lake is dropping, and the hurricane didn't much help Lake Powell, unlike reports saying that it really helped Lake Powell. Lake Powell is actually down 0.17 inches in the last 24 hours. Lake Powell over the last 14 days, which Hurricane Hillary came close to it, but it didn't get really close to it. A little bit of rain, but not a whole lot. So it's down 2.41 feet in the last 14 days. In the last 365 days, Lake Powell is up 42.71 feet, and that is a positive. We will be happily take 42 feet over down 42 feet any day of the week. As of August 26, 2023 at 12 a.m., Lake Powell is up 42.71 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Powell is up 25.13 feet from 2 years ago. Lake Powell is 85.63 feet away from Deadpool. We wish we were at 185.63 feet away from Deadpool instead of 85, but we will take what we got because that's what we got. So as we roll down to your inflows and your outflows, you can see that they have started to slow down on the outflows. We'll talk about that in a second. Your inflows are only 7,417. Your outflows are 14,012. Remember, just a couple weeks ago, they were releasing almost 18 to 17,000, so they are starting to back that off just a touch, and that's good news. And down to Lake Mead we go next. Lake Mead is really jumping up. As you can see, we are really only about 4 feet away from 2021, so that is incredible. We are really close. We are much higher than we anticipated. We thought it was going to curve like it has, but this thing has went down a little bit here, and then with that water release at Lake Powell, they flushed the system out. It come up quite a bit, and then it's just been on a slow incline other than the little bit of drops here and there, but for the most part, it's continuing to go up, and we continue to roll out. Your current water level is 1,064.44 feet, and that was Saturday, August 26, 2023. At 8 p.m., the level is 164.56 feet below full pool of 1,229. Lake Mead is up 0.13 in the last 24 hours. Lake Mead is up 1.58 feet in the last 14 days, and Lake Mead is up 20.95 feet in the last 365 days. And you can see that you had the 143.49 from 1 year ago, 168.10 from 2 years ago, 164. 950 is your inactive pool, 895 is your dead pool, 1,229 is your full pool. As of August 26, 2023 at 12 a.m., Lake Mead is up 20.95 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Mead is down 3.66 feet from 2 years ago. Lake Mead is 114.44 feet from inactive pool. Lake Mead is 169.44 feet from dead pool, almost 170 feet from dead pool now. So we will take that any day of the week, and we continue to roll on down to your inflows and your outflows next. And we continue to roll out your inflows. Check this out, 16,425. Your outflows are 9,680. They really slowed that down quite a bit. Down to Lake Mohave next. Lake Mojave's current water level is 644.48 feet. MSL Saturday, August 26, 2023 at 12 p.m. The level is 2.52 feet below full pool of 647. Luckily, they were able to offset the hurricane. The hurricane wasn't that bad. The majority of the water fell towards Los Angeles in California, more so than the Colorado. They were spared. They got lucky this time. You never know when next time may happen. 2.52 feet below full pool of 647. Changes since yesterday. The lake is down 0.2 in the last 24 hours. Lake Mohave is up 2.22 feet in the last 14 days. Lake Mohave is up 1.30 feet in the last 365 days. This lake here just goes up and down constantly. It's always moving around, but it usually doesn't move within 2 to 3 feet from it. Sometimes maybe 4 feet at the most, but very, very seldom. And we continue to roll out to the last 3 years. Lake Mojave's full pool, 647. In 2021, the level was 642.80. Last year, the level was 643.18. This year, today is 644.48. Your dead pool is 533 feet, and we continue to roll out. As of August 26, 2023, Lake Mohave is up 1.30 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Mohave is up 1.68 feet from 2 years ago, and Lake Mohave is 111.48 feet from dead pool. And we continue to roll out to your inflows and your outflows next. Your inflows and outflows at Lake Mohave are 7,600 in and 9,020 out. And we go down to Lake Havasu for the final stop tonight, 448.26 feet. And that was Saturday, August 26, 2023 at 7 p.m. The level's 174 feet below full pool of 450. Lake Havasu is down 0.18 feet in the last 24 hours. Lake Havasu is up 0.47 feet in the last 14 days. And Lake Havasu is down 1.05 in the last 365. Lake Havasu, 450 foot to full pool, 448.44 in 2021, 449.31 in 2022, 448.26 this year. 440 is your power loss, and 400 is dead pool at Lake Havasu. So you're a long way from that currently. As of August 26 at 12 a.m., the lake is down 1.05 feet from 1 year ago. Lake Havasu is down 0.18 feet from 2 years ago. Lake Havasu is 8.26 feet away from power loss, and Lake Havasu is 48.26 feet from dead pool. As we roll out to your inflows and outflows, you can see it's pretty even, Steven here. 8,030 in, 8,820 out. So a little bit more out than in, but it's right around the same. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you on the next one. God bless.